Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Arrow comes to an end this week, and before the series finale, I wanted to share with you my top 10 favorite moments from the series. There are so many iconic, action-packed moments from the past 8 years, and it was really hard to narrow down my favorites. There will be some moments that I have tied, but overall, before I share my list, feel free down in the comments below, share your favorite moments from Arrow, all 8 seasons. Share them down in the comments below. I love to hear them. And yeah, also let me know, when was the first time you ever watched Arrow? Mine was from the pilot. I've watched it since day one, and it's going to be the end of an era tomorrow. Anyway, here are my top 10 favorite Arrow moments. At number 10, I have 2 tied, one of them being the death of Damien Darhk in Season 4. I did not like Season 4 that much. I hated Damien Darhk as a villain. I didn't really warm up to him until Legends of Tomorrow, but man, did I get mad at him and Andy killing Laurel off. And I was so happy to see Oliver Queen finally defeat Damien Darhk and his magic. I love the moment when Damien Darhk's like, "You wouldn't even kill the man who murdered your mother. What are you going to do with me?" And he's just like, "With Slade Wilson, I had a choice. With you, I don't." And then he like stabs him with an arrow. I love that moment.
What are you gonna do now, Oliver? Stop posturing. We both know you can't do it. You spare the life of the man who killed your own mother.
You killed a friend of mine. You killed tens of thousands of innocent people. Slade Wilson and I had a choice. This time I don't.
Yeah, awesome moment. After that, we'll probably be in Season 6 when we get the backstory of Ricardo Diaz, and he had this bully, I think it was Jesse his name, this bully that bullied him when he was at the orphanage. Well, he ends up getting back at him and burning him alive. Such a great episode that goes into the backstory of Diaz. I like that episode and the Quadrant episode. Those are the 2 best episodes with him as a villain. We got to see his motivations and what exactly made him the way he was. Plus, he got some sweet revenge. Just a cold-blooded scene, or should I say hot.
Promised myself when the time was right that I get my payback when I wasn't a loser.
After that, at number 9 is Count Vertigo's death in Season 2. He figures out that Oliver Queen is the Arrow, and he also has Felicity hostage, and Oliver goes at extra length to kill him in order to protect Felicity, and I love that moment.
Your problem is with me. It's not with her.
Well, then consider this your penalty for making me go to Plan B in the first place.
After that, at number 8, I have 2 moments tied. One of them being the Bronze Tiger fight in the prison in Season 7. I just love them going through all the men and basically trying to get out and then fight Ricardo Diaz later. But I just love it, the choreography and everything. One of the better Arrow moments in the later years. Then is the fight with Derek Samson in Season 5. I love the first fight they have. I love the prison fight, but the first fight was really cool with him taking down his drug operation. He has super strength, and Arrow uses Arrow to basically stab his ankle, and then you get that explosive scene in the background. I just love it.
Thought we've been over this. You can't hurt me.
Just because you can't feel your tendons being sliced doesn't mean you don't need them. Too bad my guys still have you surrounded.
No. I trust that my guys took care of them.
Okay, Curtis. Kaboom time.
At number 7 is Huntress versus Canary in season 2. I love the character of the Huntress, and I love Sarah and Huntress's first confrontation when she has to protect the hostages and her sister Laurel. That scene where she goes off the building. Oh, two iconic birds of prey fighting each other.
Oliver sure does like to dress up as girls.
After that, at number 6 is the Rajah Ghul fight on top of the mountain. Episode 9 of season 3. I love this fight. As a Batman fan, it does bring reminiscence to the Batman versus Rajah Ghul fight, but in the snow. And I really thought Arrow was a goner. Like, that was a cliffhanger for the winter break. Like, wow. Him taking down Arrow was just crazy. And then just puts down the sword. I love that moment.
Don't be afraid, my son. Death comes for us all. We can only evade it so long. Consider this an honorable exit. Samihu Wakraman with Anwa Alekabe Hakaba Run man with Amwa.
Great episode done by John Badham. At number 5 is when Arrow gets his mask that Barry makes for him. This is the first time we see him with the mask. He had war paint on, and now we get to see him with his iconic mask, and it looks good. It's a legit mask, and I just love the first mask moment. Just an iconic Arrow scene.
How do I look?
Like a hero.
After that, at number 4 is the scene where we find out Malcolm is the Dark Archer, and Arrow goes to confront him in season 1. And you think he's about to kill him, and then Malcolm just catches the arrow in air. And I just love that moment. Such a badass moment for Malcolm Merlyn and the fight they have. One of my favorite confrontation scenes in the first season.
This city needs what is about to happen in order to survive. The people who are destroying it from the inside need to be erased from the map.
Fine. Let's start with you.
Ironic, isn't it? Last Christmas, I almost killed you. A few months ago, you saved my life. And now you're here trying to kill me. You should make up your mind.
Done.
After that, I have 2 moments tied with the island bomb in season 5. I love that moment where you think he defeated Adrian Chase / Prometheus. You think he's finally done for. He saves William, his son, and he's just like, you know what? I'm glad it's going to be you and him. You know, getting used to life without your mother. And that's good, Oliver. That's good. And he like blows his brains out, and you have that shocking ending with the explosion. Like, just wow. Left me with my jaw on the ground.
Because it's gonna be lonely without Mom and Felicity. No, Adrian!
Such a crazy end to a crazy season with season 5. Another favorite is another moment from season 5, a fight Arrow has with Prometheus. It's an episode where Prometheus, Adrian Chase, kills his wife. We find out that he's working with Talia Ghul. And there's that crazy fight where they just knock each other through a wall. Oliver does a speed punching. Man, one of my favorite fights out of the many crazy great fights of season 5. After that, at number 2, I have 3 moments tied. One of them being the Deathstroke raid in season 6. You think his son's in danger, and Deathstroke just goes crazy and wipes out all these guys in Russia. I love it. I just love that moment of Deathstroke just being the Terminator and just wiping out everyone. After that is a season 5 premiere, the end scene where you have the police officer there and he's attacked and he thinks it's Green Arrow. It's the introduction of Prometheus where he's just like, Green Arrow, why are you doing this? He's like, no, I am not Green Arrow. Gets a sword and boom. That's how Prometheus is introduced. From that scene on, you know he's a force to be reckoned with.
Green Arrow?
No, I'm not Green Arrow.
And then lastly is the ending of the penultimate episode and the beginning of the season 5 premiere with Slade Wilson's return, where he's just like, long time, welcome back, kid. And then you have that scene there where they have a conversation about everything that's happened, and Oliver enlists in Slade Wilson's help.
You and me, kid. Like old times.
For my favorite moment, I have 3 iconic scenes listed for my favorite. One of them being the Deathstroke final fight from season 2. I love how it goes back and forth between present day to the past on the submarine by the island. Slade Wilson's first encounter with Oliver Queen, and then his latest as Deathstroke after the Maracua was cured and he has to fight him on even terms. Man, such a great final confrontation for one of the best, if not the best, Arrow season. After that is a moment from season 5 where Oliver is captured and Adrian Chase has him prisoner and he wants him to confess. And he's just like, confess, Oliver. Why? Why'd you do it? He's like, I wanted to, and I liked it.
Confess, Oliver. You don't kill because you have to, so why? Why do you do it? Because I wanted to. What? I wanted to. I wanted to! And I liked it!
Lastly, my last favorite moment is from the season 3 finale at the beginning where they're on the plane and it's when Oliver is about to betray Ra's al Ghul. He's like, your name's Al Sahib and you are Ra's al Ghul. He pulls a scimitar. He's like, my name is Oliver Queen. Which sounded more dramatic in the promo than it did in the actual episode, but still a badass moment.
This is all you're doing.
Don't! This had nothing to do with this.
You were delivered by the prophecy. You wed my daughter. Your name is Al Sahim and you are Warith al Ghul.
My name is Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen is dead. And soon you will be too.
Anyway, those are my favorite moments from Arrow the past 8 years. There are so many crazy great moments, emotional moments, brutal moments, but overall, This show, besides its ups and downs, was wonderful, and I can't wait to see how it all ends after 8 years. Just some of the many great moments of Arrow. Again, feel free down in the comments below. Let me know your favorite moments from Arrow and the first time you saw the show. Comment down below. I love to start a discussion. And meanwhile, subscribe to my channels and check out these videos for more content. Till next time, everyone.